In this video, we're going to learn about equivalent ratios. So our vocabulary, let's remind ourselves that equivalent means the same value. Doesn't necessarily look the same, but it has the same value. So for example, 0.5 and 1/2 are equivalent. Another equivalent fraction, 6/9 is equivalent to 2/3. When we're working with equivalent ratios, we're either going to be scaling up or we're going to be scaling down. And when we're scaling up, we are going to be multiplying. And when we scale down, we are going to divide. We are never going to be adding or subtracting. All right, so let's start by scaling up. Miss White can ride her bike 4 miles in 16 minutes. Let's start by making a rate table to see how we can scale that up. After we do that, then we're going to show how to do this using equivalent ratios. Okay, so we'll start with a pretty small rate table. And so since I'm interested in getting up to 16 minutes, then I'm just gonna scale up until I hit 16. So I'll do 4 and then 8, so that's doubling, so 32. And then 12 will be 3 times bigger, so that's 48. 16 is 64, and then 20 is 5 times bigger, which is 80. So that means that it would take her, that she can ride 20 miles in 80 minutes. Now let's see how that math could look like using equivalent ratios. So we're always going to do fractions when we're working with equivalent ratios, just because it makes life a little bit easier. And they're going to be equivalent, so that means I'm going to put an equal sign. So I'm going to have 2 fractions equal to each other. The first one, I'm going to write my rate as 4 miles per 16 minutes. And then I'm interested in how long it would take her to go 20 miles. So I'm going to put 20 miles up top, and then we've got to work to figure out what belongs in the bottom in order to keep this equivalent, in order to keep the rate the same. So then I look at my fractions and I use what I know about fractions to say, well, 4 times something gives me 20. That's 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So then I need to do 4 times 5 on the bottom as well. And 16 times 5, I know that that gives me 80. So now I have the same answer. Miss White can ride 20 miles in 80 minutes using both methods. All right, now we're going to do the same idea, except instead of scaling up, we're going to scale down. So we want to know how long it would take her to go 2 miles, given that she goes 4 miles in 16 minutes. So we'll start it off the same way, 4 miles for 16 minutes, and then I want to know how long to go 2 miles. Well, that's half. So that's dividing by 2. And we remember when we're scaling down, we divide. So then I need to do the same thing for the minutes. So 16 divided by 2 gives me 8. Now let's see it with equivalent ratios. So once again, we start out with 4 miles to 16 minutes. And that's equivalent to 2 miles in how many minutes? So since we divide by 2, we also need to divide by 2 and get 8 minutes. All right, let's do another example. Okay, so if Truman can read 300 words in 2 minutes, how long would it take him to read? Oops, I guess I said that wrong. How much could he read in 10 minutes? How much could he read in 10 minutes? So let's jump straight to the equivalent ratios this time because that's what we're here to learn. So first, let's set up our initial ratio. And feel free to pause and try this on your own if you feel ready. 300 words in 2 minutes. And that's equivalent to, and now where should I put the 10? Should I put it on the top or on the bottom? Definitely the bottom, because that's where minutes are over here. So minutes also need to be on the bottom over here. So we'll do 10 minutes here. And then our question mark goes on top. We're trying to figure out how many words. So now, how many could that be? Well, 2 times what gives you 10? Times 5. And 300 times 5 will give us what we need on the top, because we always do the same number, top and bottom. It's not always 5. I just picked 2 examples that happen to be 5. But whatever we do on the bottom, we have to do on the top. So that would give us 1,500 words. So Truman can read 1,500 words in 10 minutes. All right, so now our practice problem. Ms. Sherman can swim 50 meters in 40 seconds. How long would it take her to swim 200 meters, assuming she doesn't slow down because she gets tired? Show your work by making equivalent ratios.